mean, for me, I thought we played segments there. Obviously not a full 40-minute game, but I thought you saw the potential. At times where the defense was really good and the offense was really sharp. But like human nature, I think if we start the game the way we did, which was as good as you could probably do it, and then human nature sets in, and we let down your guard, and then the same thing, start the second half. So obviously not happy about that. And I got to say, Jackson, that's one of probably the best performances that their guards had against one of my teams in terms of the way that kid played today. I mean, I've watched that kid on film, and I tried to warn our guys that he was going to be a problem for them today to guard, and he was. So, happy to get the win, obviously, but full 40 minutes, especially moving forward when we step up in weight class here soon.
Yeah, can you talk about Stefan Cass's game, how he today and his progress?
Yeah, he's still, we're still finding our way as a team. We've got our first six is a very talented group. There's, when we count Sampson off the bench there, so these guys have to learn how to play off each other, pick their spots to be aggressive and to attack, and we're still getting to know this team too in terms of how to best utilize these different pieces. But there's this potential right there. 17-8-5. I think probably the best thing maybe is the fact he went 7 for 7 from free throw line. But I also didn't like the fact that he got picked in the backcourt. Like a player of his caliber, that's one of the best freshmen in the country, and an incredibly humble kid that wants to be coached. That should never happen now.
We saw some zone, press a little bit, maybe a few different combinations before. It's kind of good to different looks there.
Yeah, from them, I think that that was a lot of zone, and I don't think that you're as prepared. I think last year they might have played a couple of possessions in zone, so we were, thinking that it was going to be close to a full game of it. It was a little frustrating the way we handled that 2-1. That was. We pressure each other every day in practice, so it was surprising that we didn't attack that better. We probably played more 1-3-1 today than we normally would. Just it was hard to pressure them because they're basically playing 5 out, and staggering centers, and there's a lot going on. So they're very unconventional and actually hard to guard.
You said after the last game, Dan, that the best thing you saw was the way Cam played. Was the best thing today the way Tristan took charge out there?
Yeah, I think the way he started the game, he got us off to a fast start. And a guy's a national champion, a guy with multiple triple doubles, a guy that went for a huge game in the national championship game. I mean, that's kind of what he should do for us. I was really pleased with that. I thought he made some real good defensive efforts. And then with Cam, I think my message to Cam is like, Cam's type of player. I think the best gauge for players is like when he's out of the game. I can't wait to put him back in the game. You feel that way about Alex. You feel that way about Cam. He hasn't gotten his 3-point shot going yet, but he's had a huge impact on our offense. The way the ball moves, our intelligence, our game processing. Just the confidence level should be through the roof. I mean, he played maybe his best game of the season last year in front of 75,000 people. And won the national championship. So, I mean, when you take the court as a national champion, your confidence should just be off the charts. And he works hard, and and we work hard with him, and, you know, we're pushing him. You know, I've been pushing him. I think our relationship is better than it was last year by a long shot. I have a lot more respect for the way he goes about his business. He doesn't have to have the same personality as me, but in his own way, he's got to continue to grow as a leader. I'm not worried about the production. I'm worried about just who's going to lead this team.
Yeah, it's important to not only win these games, convincingly, but the net, stuff like that.
What did you have me mic'd when I said, the last 2 games, when I've said to the officials, you can't ref these games to the score because of Torvac, Ken Palm.
So yes.
Listen, I think 2 things. Number one, it's you have those things are important, and you're trying to develop a mentality of quality and top execution, and full 40-minute game mentality. Obviously, the challenge in some of these games is, and these games are necessary. These games are important. We need to be able to play these young guys, these freshmen, get them minutes, let them build some confidence before we start playing these monster games. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into the final score.
Coach, what do you think is the biggest sort of thing you can do in preventing Tristan from going into some of the goals he saw last year?
I think we can't afford it is a good way. I think last year with Hawk and Andre and Adama and Joey and Naheem, that was a heck of a guys that if you don't have your A game, you can get by with a C-. But with the way that this team is constituted, for us to go for the big things, and he's got to play at an all Big East level on a nightly basis, and he knows that.
Seems to wants to shot on the his first step before this. I think he's had 8 dunks and 1 layup this year. Can you just talk about his motor and how he's going to play?
Yeah, he just brings that different element that that center movement center, running and rolling and eventually I think switching and hedging ball screens hard, just giving a different look than Donovan gives us. I was not overall. I don't think it was a good performance. I thought that tandem could have been better. Sampson one defensive rebound. Donovan. I think I've never seen Donovan go 8 for 15. So we got to get back. We really got to focus on our ability to dominate the paint with those 2 guys.
Can you talk about what you'd like from Jens for these first 2 games?
I like the talent. I just like the talent he flashes. I think that's what we saw in recruiting. But but it's about, I think with all of those guys, it's like there's like some things that getting back cut, dying on a screen, not knowing where to be versus pressure, not knowing where to be in an execution thing, not knowing this is a block out, not knowing time, score, situation. Like there's just things that they've got to just grow up with, so that we can get these guys out on the court more. Like Solo, I think 16, 18, 20 minutes a game is what we're going to need from him in tough games, not blowout games. Jaden Ross, Jalen Stewart, they have to be double-figure minutes guys for us. Against really good teams, not in blowout games. They've got to build that confidence in us, and then obviously Haas. I mean, we need a much better Haas. We need a veteran guard off the bench that he's a guy that I think is built to be a really good Big East guard, and we need him to play really good. I think that might have been an overreaction. Not everyone involved. Donovan, the other dude, we had a really good crew today. I thought that could have just been a hey guys, stop. but he's got the most tactical stuff.
Yes.
Good, thank you.